Warning, the content in this podcast contains colorful language, spirited conversation, and some good old-fashioned ignorance. So get out of your bag and let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it then. Welcome to the Cranberry Podcast. I am your host, Big Dog J.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yes, sir. And I'm here with my co-host, Miss Brittany Williams. What's good with it?
Wait. And the
Oh, yeah. And the so cute. What's up with it?
nothing. It's a great day. I'm feeling good. We're both looking good.
Tell me about it.
You know,
man.
what else could be better?
I don't know what could be better. I know what could be worse.
Don't say it.
I'm never
Why speak it into existence?
I'm never going to put the negative energy out there.
All right.
Yeah. But it is good. It's a good day.
What's been going on with you this week?
Not too much. Same old shit. You know, just work, man. You know, work, a little bit of play. Yeah, I mean, I try to play when I can play.
Did your play look like sleep?
It looked like it, but it wasn't. It wasn't. No, I was using my imagination.
Okay.
That's what I was doing. I was traveling in my head. Yeah, I'm saying it just looked like I was snoring and farting.
Yes.
It just looked that way, but that's not what was happening. What about you? How was your week?
It was good. I went up north to go visit my mom. Well, and my dad, obviously, they live together.
Yeah.
And it was really nice kind of hanging out with her and, you know, just kind of spending some quality time.
Okay.
Got to do a little early Mother's Day,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
Which all she wants anyway is just to spend time. So for
I
her,
got
it
you.
was perfect.
That's nice. Did you buy her anything?
Just flowers. She doesn't
Flowers.
really want anything in particular. Doesn't necessarily really need anything.
I got you. That makes sense.
So, you know,
That makes sense.
quality time is what she values the most.
Yeah. That's usually people's things when, you know, when older people get older, they don't really want the iPad no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip no more, man. They just want to chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
That's where I'm headed. I'm headed to that. But I still like gadgets, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Inspector fucking Gadget. You dig
So
me?
your children would know what to buy you on Father's Day.
Oh, they know what to buy me. But them little motherfuckers, they won't get it. I get a T-shirt.
Oh, please.
That's
What
right.
do you want for Father's Day?
Honestly, the one thing 2 years ago, my son asked me what did I want for Father's Day. I told him I wanted him to go back to college, and he did. So I think I'm good on Father's Days
Okay.
for a good long while now.
Okay. So you don't want nothing either then?
I already got it.
Okay.
He gave me what I wanted. Yeah. What can you say? You can't be ungrateful when they give you what you want, what you ask for.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't need I don't need anything that I can't just go out and get for myself. Usually, if somebody go get me something, you know, let's just say for for example, somebody goes and gets me a cell phone, iPad, something like that. They gonna go get the 32 gigs. You know what I'm saying? I want the 4 terabyte. You dig me? So usually, and I understand. You know, I understand. It's expensive. You know, for a fucking cell phone, it's almost $2,000 these days.
Well, yeah, your kids are young. So it's not like they're in full-blown careers where they can afford to really buy you, like...
Well, go rob somebody. You feel me?
Oh,
You know what
wow.
I'm saying? Go
Okay.
steal something, nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You don't love me that much? Wow.
Well, right.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I have found that neither one of my parents ever really want anything besides to, like, hang out,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what it ends up being. Is like whatever we end up doing or whatever the gift happens to be, it involves spending time. You
That's
know,
what's up. That's what's
so
up. Can't get that
you know,
time
if we
back,
do a
so.
birthday party, and then obviously, then you know, we're all together. We go to dinner. We're all together. You know, it is that kind of stuff. Like it's not really. I don't ever send either one of my parents send them a gift.
Yeah.
Because that's not really what they want at the end of the day.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
You know, but I think I would probably be the same way also. Like just in life, you know, quality time is definitely worth, you know, for the people I genuinely care about spending time with.
Time, you know, that quality time is invaluable. You know what I mean? Like you just can't get it back.
Yeah.
You know, it's the biggest thing. It's our most valuable commodity. You know, it's the most valuable thing that we own is our time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So depending on how you spend it, depends on, you know, what interests you, I guess, what makes your life happy, or, you know, I guess sometimes it's what defines you. You you know, how you spend your time. Like I said, you know, my kids can't afford to go buy me the iPad, nigga, go steal it. You know, use your time wisely. You feel me? That's real.
But I will say, you know, even though by the time we post this, it'll be after Mother's Day, but I do want to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day, or I hope that they had a fruitful Mother's Day, either with their mother or a mother figure of some sort, or if they're a mother themselves.
Yes.
You know, all of that. So
happy Mother's Day, bitches. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did it again. You got another day. Happy Mother's Day, bitches. Now, I'm just. Anyway.
I feel like being a mother is probably a very thankless job.
It is.
Most of the
and
time.
I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, happy Mother's Day to all the women out there. I know it's hard. You know, y'all got it hard, and you know, the good mothers, out there. You know, y'all doing y'all shit, man. You know, the bad mothers, this ain't for you. You know what I'm talking about? This right here? Nah, this ain't for you. You turn it off right now and then turn it back on. I still want you to listen. Anyway, I know too much juice right there. Too much juice took a turn, I guess. I don't know, baby. I don't think we got drunk enough before the pod because I'm not feeling the energy in the room.
I'm bringing the energy.
I don't feel it. Baby.
I'm bringing plenty. I'm bringing all the personality. Yeah. You know, I was the one that even got our pod started right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Bam, hit the button.
True. That's true.
Boom.
You the one. You the one.
I know. So you didn't even ask me why I got, like, what's up with my outfit?
I did not ask. What's up with your outfit?
Okay, so it is, as we know, today we're recording this on Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Wow.
And when I saw this skirt, I was like, you know, the motherland, it's Mother's Day. Yep. You know, I'm getting the patterns on. So that's kind of what why. That was my connection. You know, so this is an African pattern. Now, I couldn't figure out which one it was because when I bought it, I knew the name of the pattern.
Sure.
However, trying to find it again, I was unable to locate what the name of this pattern is. But it did look like. What is the name
of the pattern?
Well, it did look like a type of kente pattern, but it's not like the typical one that you would see.
Kunta?
Kente.
That's his name.
Oh. I didn't even catch it. But I don't know if this is actually a kente pattern, but it kind of looked like the closest based on what was going on here.
Sure.
But I just find this, I usually wear this during Black History Month.
I could see why.
But I just think it's so beautiful. And I was saying right before the pod, when I was going through all of the patterns online, I was like, African art is just so freaking beautiful and just so detailed and colorful sometimes. 100%, and just
100%.
I was like, you know what? I need more African art in my life. I don't really have any in my house. And that just kind of inspired me to like find something that I feel like speaks to me and kind of surround my environment with it. Because if it brings me that much joy looking at it, then I should wake up in the morning and see such beautiful things.
Absolutely. Is this the only piece you have?
Is it? I think so. I've got some earrings that kind of match it.
Sure.
But actual African print clothing, this is the only one. I was going to buy more. Okay. But my budget did not allow.
That's okay.
So, but I do want to buy more things.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure. I was still like exploring whether or not like, because I don't know, any African root origins, if you will, and I haven't done the ancestry or whatever. No, so I don't know like from what country, not the ancestry, the way you do the blood test where it can tell you which African country, your ancestors were from.
Yeah, I forget what it's called too.
I know there's 54 countries in Africa.
54. There's a lot of countries in Africa.
Yeah, it is. The United States can fit in there. I think they said like 5 or 6 times.
Really?
Yeah, they always paint Africa like it's not that big, but it's pretty freaking big place.
Yeah, I thought the United States was bigger
than the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I'm not geographically inclined.
However, so that's something I'm interested in. But,
okay. That's what's up.
One day.
Yeah, you got to get you one of them big ass pictures of lions and zebras and shit roaming the plains. Put it up in your spot. You know what I'm saying? Hide in the bushes, pouncing on shit.
I do have picture of lions in my office, but that's because I'm a Leo, not necessarily having to do anything with Africa.
Wow. There you go.
But you know.
Yeah. Don't bite nobody.
Hey,
what's happening?
Speaking of,
oh shit! Wait a minute. Y'all wasn't even supposed to. Oh, y'all niggas wasn't supposed to. I didn't get a cut today. Y'all wasn't supposed to see this head. Okay, bow. I'm rocking the cap because
it
of the
looks
head.
good.
Yeah, the head. I didn't.
But
cut
I was gonna say it's your birthday month. We're officially.
It is not my birthday month. Oh yes, it is. Stop telling my business. But yeah, it's my birthday month.
We already know it's your birthday. Everybody who listens probably already knows your birthday.
That's true.
So, I feel like as we get closer, we're going to have to do something birthday-esque, you know.
Fair enough. Like what?
I don't know. I'm going to think about it. And then, you know, once we cross over, because right now it's not Gemini season just yet. It's the end of something else.
Taurus.
Yes.
Not the end. What? Well, it's nearing the end. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, mid-month is the end of it.
It's like in the 20s. It's like 21 or something like that.
Okay. So.
And then Gemini kick in.
And then it'll be Gemini season. So
Gemini season,
be
baby.
in your season.
Yep.
Confusing people.
All the time. I'm going to be this way right now, then I'm going to be something else later. Yep. And all with like a 30-minute period.
All right. So,
yeah.
In honor of today being Mother's Day,
What's
I believe our drink, yes.
What's our drink? Our drink today is going to be a drink that I put together here at Jay's Bar and Chill. And it is the Tracy Morgan. Why is it the Tracy Morgan, Jay? Because
somebody gonna get pregnant.
That's why. Hey, you didn't see that coming. You didn't see that coming. Wow. And if you're asking why, well, Jay, why is it blue? Ask Walmart why it's blue. And ask Tracy why Walmart. Yeah, because Tracy got busy. So we're gonna go ahead and bust this open.
There's nothing in my cup.
Yeah, there's. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all niggas. If there's nothing in your cup, fill it up. Blue, 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 blue.
Should we do a drinking game today? Of every time you say or do something?
No, because
they gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough beverage for it. Look how beautiful that looks.
It looks gorgeous.
Look how beautiful that looks.
I love this drink already. And then you got all fancy with the glasses. I got garnish and shit.
I got a little fancy. I got a little fancy for Mother's Day, man. I got a little fancy for Mother's Day.
I know. And I'm not even a mother.
No, you're not a mother.
I got one, though.
You do? Well, I hope so.
I got one.
I hope you
got somebody
like a
to honor.
test tube baby.
All right.
Yeah, so let's give it a taste. Pretty goddamn good, no?
It fits with the somebody getting pregnant.
Somebody gonna get pregnant.
Yeah.
If you have enough of these, because you can't even really taste the alcohol, which is scary.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I thought I'd make it a little.
This is good.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I thought I'd just make it a little, pretty for the ladies out there, for all the women. Happy Mother's Day.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
You know what? Tracy Morgan might be right today. I might have enough of these.
Somebody gonna get pregnant.
Might be me.
38. Well, don't get pregnant in here. I want to get my security deposit back.
But this is good.
That is good.
So what's in the string?
Okay. So normally I don't tell people what's in my drinks because I don't want them niggas trying to make my drinks. And I don't even know if this is a drink already. It's just something that I just put together. So it's Malibu rum. Blue curacao. I've never known how to pronounce that. And then some lemon juice, baby. Yeah, just some lemon juice. Little, you know what I mean? And boom, you got the Tracy Morgan.
Somebody gonna get pregnant.
Hey.
Happy Mother's Day.
That's right. Every time you take a sip, that's what you're gonna hear. Mm-hmm.
Somebody gonna get pregnant.
Yeah, boy. So anyway.
Now,
that's the trick.
I was telling you a story yesterday.
Yeah.
About how an ex of mine reached out.
Yeah,
and it had me thinking about you know how people say oh, anytime your life is in peace, somebody from your past will reach out, and try to create some negative energy.
Yeah, try to fucking tear down that piece.
Yes. I think they did a really good job batting that shit away. Pop, pop, pop.
Oh yeah,
however,
what happened? Tell me what happened.
Nothing really. But I went to school in New Orleans, which is where I happened to have met this person, and I saw a 504 number pop up. Now, usually it's my college. Usually it's the Alumni Association. Do you want to donate to, the university? Blah, blah, blah. 9 times out of 10, well, until the other day, 10 times out of 10, it's the university. So I saw the number popped up, and I assumed it was them.
Sure.
So I was like, whatever. Ignored it. Sent it to voicemail. Now, sometimes they have students call. So I have had in the past where maybe the student forgot to leave a message, so they call back again.
Okay.
So that's what I thought it was on the second ring. Like, the student probably forgot to leave the message, blah, blah, blah. But then I saw a third. Now I'm in the car, so I've not actually seen my phone. So I see the number pop up again. And I was like, I bet you it's this dude or one of his family members calling me to tell me he's dead. Now, I don't know why they would feel like the need to alert me that he died, but that's just the first thing that popped up in my mind.
I do understand why he would want to reach out and tell you he's dead, though. What? Just fucking, what did you just say to me? Him or his family reaching out to tell me he's dead.
Not him. I just thought either him or his family. Two separate things. But it ended up being his. So I answered, and he was like, "Don't hang up." And I was like, "All right, good. You already know the vibe then." And then he's like, "Oh, I'm at the doctor's office. I told them that I was talking to my ex about my mental health." And I was like, "Okay." And then he's like, "Well, I need you to talk to the doctor for me." No. Oh, well, I said no. And he's like, "Well, why not?" I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what this is for, like, whatever. Right. And he was like, oh, so then he went into his explanation. I'm not even listening to the explanation because it doesn't matter. And the answer's still going to be no, because you shouldn't be lying to no doctor about me talking to you anyway. Now, to context, I have not talked to this person in over a decade. This is the first time I've heard from him in the last 10 years, easy. And that's the first thing that, like, pops up.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he asked me again to speak. He's like, oh, well, I'll put you on speaker, and then I hear that it is on speaker. And he was like, would you be willing to talk to the doctor? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
So he barely got a full sentence out of me in a general sense. And then, like, after that, I just hung up. And then when I got to my destination,
you dubbed him.
Well, there was nothing else to say. He was just sort of like, "Oh, I know I shouldn't have been. I couldn't depend on you or something of that nature."
Sure.
I was like, so I just hung up. And then when I got to my destination, I saw that he had been texting. I guess in between the phone calls, he was trying to text me saying like, "Oh, please pick up," but I didn't see that shit because I was driving.
Right.
So then, of course, the last text said, "I know I couldn't depend on you. I don't know why I thought I could depend on you with your whitewashed ass." And
he went racial on you.
Yeah, but I don't know why it was whitewashed.
He tried to attack your character.
I guess so.
And your blackness. And look at that skirt, nigga.
Right.
Look at this skirt, nigga.
So I was just like, okay, well, whatever. And I was telling you yesterday, I was like, a small part of me wanted to like to say something back, like F you or something. But I was just like, oh, that just takes up so much energy.
Yeah, you don't want to give
him the power. I was like, it's not even worth that level of energy in the first place.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I just like left it alone. But I just thought it was like a very weird thing. And I was like, yeah, my life is peaceful. I'm doing well. I don't need no monsters coming from out the corner.
Exactly.
Harassing me for no reason, thinking I'm going to help them.
Yeah. Ain't it funny how motherfuckers just come out, like, you don't hear from niggas for a while, and the first thing they call about is they need some shit. Like, it's weird how you don't hear from niggas until they need some shit. Like, yo, call me and ask me how the fuck I'm doing. Call me, say cat, rat, dog, something. Don't just call me when you need something. I don't like that shit either. Family members have done that to me.
Right. Like, it's one thing people you fuck with do it, and somebody who you clearly do not fuck with does it, and then lie on you on top of it.
Oh, I'm telling you, I would have. Yeah, I got you. Put me on speaker. Put me on speaker with the doctor. Hey, this nigga lying. He faking it. He fraudulent.
But see, that's too much energy too.
Nah, that would have made me feel good.
That's too much. And like even just saying the word no was already a lot of energy. So
I wouldn't have answered it. Me personally, I would have answered it just because I'm like, okay, well, why the students calling so much? Like, they really need this money. And then I would have answered it. And if it would have been the person that I definitely don't want to talk to, I'd have pulled the phone back, looked at it like, is this for real? And I'd have banged it on them.
I thought that too. Like after I answered it, I was like, why did I answer? But I think I was just curious. I was like, why? Like what? Like you calling back to back? Like what is it? Kind of a thing.
Like what the fuck you want?
Yeah, I was just more curious. But I think if he ever calls me again, or if I even think that he's trying to call me again, I should have saved his number or either blocked it. Oh, I could block it still.
You can still block
I
it.
could block it. Because I was going to say I should save it as do not answer, but I could just block it altogether.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I bring that up to talk about interacting with exes that you don't like, you know.
I think we had a similar conversation last week.
Oh, did we?
A similar one.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Or the week
then.
before. No, it's fine. Let's do it.
Well, because I was thinking, I'm thinking about you. You have more exes than me.
Yeah.
Because, you're just more charming. And I haven't dated that much.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Stop it some more. Stop it some more.
But I was like, being friends with your ex in a general sense, most people are like, no, never again. I think, is this the conversation we had?
This is the exact same conversation. I was like, okay, no.
That is the conversation we had. Okay.
Yeah, we had that.
You asked me. I tried to be friends with for a little bit.
Okay.
And then he was toxic and I couldn't.
Yeah.
But
no, we definitely had that.
I don't think it's good energy. I don't think I'll ever like try to have any kind of interaction with an ex that I don't already talk to now ever again. I think I'm done.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, so actually, when we had that conversation about when we had that particular conversation about would you date exes, redate exes, and shit like that.
Redate.
Yeah. I teased a conversation that we were supposed to have this week, or we were supposed to actually have it. We were supposed to have it last week, so it was 2 pods ago that we had that.
Yes, but we didn't.
Let me finish.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that I interrupted you.
I'm sorry you interrupted me.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, so we had the conversation like 2 pods ago, and then I teased a question that I wanted to ask this pod. Well, it was supposed to be last pod, but we forgot.
The next pod, yeah.
While I was editing, which I'm slow on the editing, and I'm sorry, people. I'm slow on the editing. Sometimes it's a lot to edit out because I'm a dick, and I have to edit that out. Okay, so moving forward.
So this is the performed version of
this is the reformed Jay. Okay, so I wanted to tell you just right now in this pod, I've been a dick in the last pods. Like I've been like a real fucking dick, and I notice it when I look back and have to.
I be trying to tell you, and you don't believe in me.
But listen though.
I'm just kidding.
I've known you for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And you're a dick. You're just not a dick on a pod. See, you smart. You smarter than me.
I'm not a dick in general.
No. You just lay back and let me be a dick. I'm being a dick. You just do this. And you just fucking let me be a dick the whole time.
No.
Stop.
I promise you, if there was if we were like, keeping up with the Kardashians, there was a camera crew following us all the time, I think you would find most of the time it's you being a dick.
No. I'm
not saying that I'm not an asshole sometimes, because I am. I'm human. So sometimes I do some assholey things, and I will be transparent with everybody listening. I'm the type of person, if you make me mad, we could have a conversation about it, but I'm gonna keep talking about it randomly. Yeah. So every time I think about it, I'm gonna have something to say, like, well, whatever, and I'll make a comment and then keep it pushing.
Fair enough.
So anyway. I know I'm annoying.
Yeah, you're annoying. I'm a dick. We both have our faults. But the question that I wanted to ask was, the question that I teased was, do you think it's important? Oh, that's some feedback. Let me just unplug that. Do you think it's important to maintain your sexuality and your physique? And do you believe that it's important to maintain being attractive to your partner?
Now I feel like this is a personal attack because I'm chunky.
Why? Man, what the fuck that got to do with anything?
Because you
niggas like that chunk. Because
you call me chunky on a very regular basis.
See, there you go with a narrative. I'm editing that shit out. I'm taking that right the fuck out.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay.
The question
Hold on, let me answer the question.
Yeah, answer the question.
Let me answer the question. So, do I think that it's important for a partner to maintain their physique, during the relationship?
Well, let's not say physique, because I don't want that to be a thing. What I wanted the idea, the deep rooted idea is: do you believe that you need to maintain however your partner sees you as being attractive? Do you think that you need to maintain that in order for your partner to be attracted to you?
I'm gonna give two answers.
Okay.
Because I think yes and no at the same time.
Okay. Give me both of them. Give me the sweet one first.
Okay. I think yes, in a sense of like, yeah, like of course you wanna maintain that attractiveness.
Yep.
In a way that's healthy. I think that, and the reason why it's no, because I think, naturally bodies change over time. So let's say if I met you in your 20s and you're now 40, whatever, my expectation of your body type is not going to be the exact same as it was when we first met. I think that's not realistic or fair to the person to, not that you don't want them to look that way, but like to expect them to look like they did when they're 20s. I think you have to allow people to age gracefully. Now, that doesn't mean that just let themselves go. I think you need to be health conscious also and have healthy habits. So it's not even so much maintaining a certain body type, but is being mindful of your partner in a general sense. Like, if you're a person that smokes, maybe thinking about not smoking so much, because at some point you're going to get older and that may develop into health problems, which may lead to your partner having to like care for you or watch you go through, something very, very difficult because you maintain this habit, or you drink too much, or you whatever. Like I think, or you have bad eating habits. I think you need to just keep all of those things in mind, whether or not it impacts how you physically look on the outside, of course, but you're taking it all into consideration, not just, my big or small or whatever.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. That's your answer. My answer is, or do you want my answer?
Yeah, go ahead, because you're probably going to say something jerky. Because, you got to get your laughs in. Ha, 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 ha.
Got to get them chuckles in. Well, I think it is important to keep yourself attractive to your partner, however that may be. If you met somebody and you were big and then you got small, but they like you big, I think that you should stay big. I mean, be healthy with it. I'm not saying be unhealthy, but at the same time, I am saying you want your partner to be attracted to you, right? So, in a general sense, I believe that you should do whatever that is. Wearing makeup, keeping yourself groomed, down there even, don't just be like, what, I've been with you 30 years, Busch Gardens. Like, no, come on, man, you guys still gotta shade that shit.
You got a lot of nerve.
I got a lot of nerve?
You got a lot of nerve.
Hold up, first of all,
I had to tell you that other men groom down there before you were like, oh,
why are you okay, you're not finna tell you some business of yours. You know what, remember that one time at band camp, bitch? See, that's not cool, man.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, don't do me like that. But yes, that is true. I had to be told by a number of women, that's not cool to do. And it's just, it's not, I don't know what the word is, but it's just considerate to shave it so they don't, so they're not spitting out hair.
But some people be into it though. Some people like you to, it makes them feel like they're dealing with a grown up. If you got like,
well, that's
hair.
why but that's what I mean. If you show up Busch Gardens and they don't like that, or they do like that, and then you start shaving, I think you again. Maybe you're making a health conscious move, or in order to just, from what I understand, it makes it less odor down there.
It does.
Yeah. So
hair serves a purpose. It stops things from getting in there also.
Yeah. So if you're doing it for like hygiene purposes, then that's a discussion that you might want to have with your partner. And honestly, that's just an example of what I'm trying to get to here. What I'm trying to say is that, that's your partner. You should do what it takes to be attractive to that partner. You want that person to be attracted to you, right? You know, you don't want to do something just because, and then, you know, be like, and then, you know, and the thing is that a lot of people just like, besides health, you know, besides a health thing, they just have so many fucking excuses why X, Y, and Z. I know that at one point in my life, I was actually really big. I actually tried to get big, you know, because I'd always been skinny, like bones skinny. So I tried to get big, and then I got big, and then I couldn't reverse it. So yeah, that was a bad move on my part. I should have just stayed small and just lifted some weights. But I got big, and then I had somebody telling me like, yeah, like, you big, you know, and it wasn't like you big, you nasty, I don't like it, but I took it that way, like, you know, I took it in a sense of, you know, like, hey, people want somebody
was dating you at the time, weren't they?
Oh yeah, but that's the thing, you know, just because people don't say sometimes people say things without saying it. Okay. You know, and that's not to say that that's what this person was doing, or, you know, I don't know what this person was doing. All I know is that I was being told that I was big, and I was being told that on a regular basis, and it didn't sound like a positive thing. So the way I took it is that I needed to make some changes, and I did. I made some changes, and I just, you know, I got in shape and whatnot, and then I got right back out of shape. But
you know what though? But I feel that though I had a similar experience.
Yeah.
I wasn't as successful as you were about it. Like, there definitely have been periods of time where I've heard that, and then like I will be into working out for a few weeks, maybe a couple of months or something, and then I will fall off. So
that's everybody.
It's not that like I don't care per se. It's more of, you know, it's easier said than done. It's a lot. It's a lot of commitment, a lot of hard work to lose weight for sure. I will say this though. I don't think, I mean, and I know that you would agree with this, you know, I think that within reason, you know, I think taking your partner's perspective into consideration is definitely important, but I wouldn't want anybody to change something purely based on the fact that their partner would like it or dislike it. I think you got to ask yourself first, what do you want? And if that is something that you want, unless it's like something like that's not a big deal to you, that you don't care one way or the other, and it's going to make them happy.
Yeah.
Why not? But if it's something that you aren't like committed to or passionate about, and it's going to like take a lot of effort, then you got to want to do it yourself. I feel like, you know, you have to have your own internal motivation for wanting to do that doesn't have anything to do with that other person. So yeah, let's say if, you know, in the relationship somebody did get chunky, I don't recommend them losing weight solely to make the other person happy. I think that's a recipe for disaster, you know. Maybe not necessarily with that thing, but then where do you draw the line? How many things are you doing? Because some people are extreme with their expression of things that they don't like about their partner, and it just gets to be too much. I've had clients who like literally, I have one young lady, everything that she can think of that she doesn't like about her partner's habits, you know, she's complaining about. I'm like, that's just too many things, you know, like you got to draw the line somewhere. Just, they got to be themselves, you know? So
yeah, no, I get that too.
I can't fully jump on the bandwagon of like making you know, doing things to make your partner happy. I do think it should be a big consideration as you make decisions. But I think you genuinely need to be able to do things for yourself.
Okay. Agree to disagree. Ding, ding. So moving right along. So do you want to talk about this whole, Amanda Seales? And
yes, I like her a lot.
Yeah.
I know she's controversial, but I do like her a lot.
Yeah. I've never met her, so I don't know if I like her, but.
Well, I never met her either, but just in seeing her in interviews and seeing her in stuff in general, like, you know, even seeing her, her posts that she does online, like her little videos and shit, like it'd be very passionate. She'd be, you know, passionate about certain issues. You know, and some may label her like a truth teller, if you will, because she just kind of gives her very blunt perspective. But I think that's in her recent interview on what the Shannon Sharp, Club Shay. Yeah. She did talk about like all the reasons why people don't like her, and I was like, all of it makes sense though. Like that is, what people assume about people who have strong personalities is that like
100%. I get that. Let me just break real quick so I can get some ice for my drink. Yeah, I mean, so y'all get up and get some ice for your drink, but I'm gonna cut it like it didn't happen. So I'll be right back. And we're back. Hollywood Magic. Look at that. I got a drink in my hand and some more shit. So back to the Amanda Seales. I don't know why I keep wanting to call her Amanda Bynes. I think because I saw that Quiet on the Set documentary.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was sad. Not gonna talk about that. So yeah, you know what? In that interview, for me, what I heard people saying in the streets about the interview is how she was kind of dismissive and like kind of being a bitch. Or basically proving the rumors correctly. I do not share that opinion. I watched the interview and I will say that for whatever reason, and who knows what the reason is because I'm not going to speculate, but what I got from it was at the beginning of the interview, Shannon Sharpe just didn't even appear to like want to do this interview. He appeared combative, argumentative, condescending even, in a sense. So I just don't believe what people are saying. I don't know what she's doing on the set. Whatever these people see is whatever they see. Of course, in this interview, it's her side of the story, so it's gonna sound away. Completely understand that. So I don't know if if there's validity to any of the rumors about her being difficult to work with, being a mean girl, being a know-it-all is how she categorized it. Nobody likes a know-it-all. So that's the real deal. So if you are running around being a know-it-all, people don't fucking like that. Sometimes you gotta dumb it down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not to say one thing or the other. I'm not telling you not to don't be you. I'm just saying that people don't like that shit. So it does rub people the wrong way. It sends negative energy, and you have to accept at least that.
Well, this is the thing, and I was very appreciative that she explained that she's on the autism spectrum, and she has what was formerly known as Asperger's.
Fuck that nigga, he was a Nazi.
And which explains it, because if you know anybody who's on the spectrum, especially a little bit higher functioning, you would know that they don't pick up on social cues, that like their brain just kind of functions in a little bit differently.
You know what? Before you go on, I don't know what that autism thing is or that Asperger's thing is. Please give me, the 101 on that.
So typically people who are on the autism spectrum, so one of some of the identifiers are usually found in early childhood, right? So you might have a child that isn't making eye contact with you. Somebody who's not like understanding, like things that are like a little bit more subtle and in human communication. So all the like the nonverbal things. So, like you would be able to pick up without somebody saying anything if somebody is uncomfortable or if they are joking about something. Like you kind of instinctually can kind of pick up on some of those things.
Okay.
Somebody on the spectrum, if you're not very direct with them, they miss all of those cues, which is why in the interview she was talking about like, she's like, I got in a fight twice, not being able to pick up on those cues. And that is very common of that diagnosis. So often, children who
she was
display
like, catch
this,
me outside. And then she went outside like, hey.
Yes, and so often children with these types of symptoms, sometimes they might have like a more flat affect, and don't kind of understand like what all the social rules are.
Yeah.
Often they may have also some delayed development, so they may not speak by certain ages, and it just might take them a little bit longer to do certain things.
Okay.
So those are some of the things that happen in childhood that kind of identify people on the spectrum.
Sure.
And so their way of thinking about things. So when she's talking about being in the classroom and like correcting the teacher or whatever, like, yeah, somebody on the spectrum is going to do that because they're very matter of fact. It's like it's either this or that. Like it's not, there's that gray area is the part that their brain doesn't identify with as much. It doesn't pick up on those things.
Got it.
So once she explained that, then like, yeah, she's going to rub, because a lot of people don't understand unless you have somebody in your family or you've seen it, very directly. You don't understand how somebody on the spectrum kind of interacts with the world. And so something that most of us would be like, oh man, that's rude. A child on the spectrum or a human being on the spectrum is not going to understand why, so like kind of like how kids have no filter, be like, ooh, that woman's fat. Like to them, it's just a matter of fact, right? And they're not trying to be rude or anything. They're just like speaking what they observe.
Hey, that kid in the grocery store is on the spectrum.
Well, kids do it just naturally. Not necessarily.
That kid was like, look, mommy, his teeth are fucked up. And I was like, oh, fuck you, bitch.
No,
that's what he said to me.
Not necessarily.
She was a girl, actually.
By certain ages, a kid may not do those types of things, but
yeah,
that's not uncommon.
She was like 9.
So Amanda Seales saying like, correcting people or appearing to be a know-it-all. Yeah, that fits right in line with that kind of diagnosis. And so she was even talking about like some of the like they may sort certain things or line things up. Like that's also part of the diagnosis as well. It's kind of like order and structure.
Got it.
But so when she's explained that, and then she's talking about all these social interactions and problems that she's having with other people, I could see why. And the people who are on the spectrum sometimes will get fixated on certain subjects, and they'll become incredibly intelligent about that subject. So if she is, like you said, well versed in culture in a general sense or race, then she probably was at some point probably fixated on it to the point where she probably learned so much detail about it that she probably really is an expert. I don't know for sure, but 100%. It would be in line with that diagnosis.
Right. And I believe that he did a poor job of interviewing her in that moment, in several moments where she was expressing, her feelings or her experience during that time. And, honestly, at very least, instead of just letting it go, he basically tried to debunk
double
what
down.
was happening here. And then, and listen, I understood what he was saying. He just wasn't saying it properly. Yeah. Hey, maybe, it's not a race thing that the teacher is, telling you, hey, don't correct me. Maybe it's just a fucking teacher, adult child, whatever it is. So I think I understand what he was trying to say, but I think he was just saying it poorly. Where you could have, instead of just saying nothing, or saying what you say, and then once you notice that this is obviously triggering for her. Obviously, it's apparently triggering. You see her. You can see her whole facial, everything change. She was fine up until that first point. And then when he did it again, she looked at the camera like, is this nigga serious?
Yeah, she did.
He still don't fucking understand what's happening here.
And unfortunately, Black women so often are invalidated or attempted to be like, oh, you're not telling the truth.
I don't want to do that.
This is my perspective and my experience.
But I don't want to do that on this podcast. I don't want to turn it into that because that's not what this interview was about. And I think, and that's basically what she tried to say.
You
it was
didn't
about.
let me finish my sentence. Let me get. All I was gonna say.
Okay.
Is that, see, it's already happening right now. No, I'm just kidding. But all I was going to say is I think that's why she responded the way she responded. Because I think in life, her experience has been people not believing her, people not understanding her, people not getting her perspective. And so when you feel like your voice is not heard, then it just kind of, it becomes exhausting, to not feel that way.
I couldn't agree more. And a lot of that stuff that she was saying, I feel like I've experienced, at jobs, and made me think, damn, am I on the fucking spectrum too? Because, I be correcting niggas. I pick up on social cues because, like, I'm an overthinker.
No, you're not. In my opinion, you're not on the spectrum.
Well, you're the professional, so you would know. But I'm just saying that based on what she was saying, it just made me like, damn, that shit happens to me. Like when she was talking about being like ousted on the set of Insecure, I was just like, damn, man, that 100% would have been me, because because of the way I am. I'm just like, I'm super cool. In a general sense, I'm super cool. I'm nice and friendly. I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm not doing that because that's what I want to be doing. I'd much rather just be a dick. I'd much rather somebody say something and I'd be like, nigga, that shit sounds stupid. But that's just where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm awkward when I'm like, like, what I'm saying? Like when I'm laughing at your dumbass joke, or just trying to make conversation because it's awkward in the room, like that kind of shit. Like normally I just don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't give a fuck. But this is a professional atmosphere and you kind of just have to be.
Yeah.
So I could see myself maybe 5 years ago or less, 2 years ago, year and a half ago,
last week,
I could see myself being exactly what she was expressing. She was feeling on that set when, she felt like she wasn't being not sheltered, but protected. Yeah. So, I get it, and it's unfortunate that it turned into a thing where it's like, oh, black woman this and black man this and woman this and man this. And, I don't want to look at it that deep, even if it is that deep, and it just very well may be. That's just not where I want to go with it. I would like it to just be two people who just did not, vibe.
Well, and like I told you earlier, I think that Shannon Sharpe is not a great interviewer.
No,
but there are some things that I do appreciate about him interviewing, and I'll say it here on the pod, which was, because he kind of thinks like the common man, if you will.
Super common.
I think then he asks I think he asks questions or makes comments that like the average person may make, and then the person can go ahead and address it. I think sometimes when you have a very in-tuned interviewer, they're already being very understanding, and they're not like giving them that opportunity to challenge it in a sense, because they're not saying those common man things or person.
Let me make this clear. Shannon Sharpe is not writing these questions. Okay. These questions are being written by writers who have actually done research, and Shannon Sharpe is reading off of cards. So with that said, he is.
No, I was gonna say yes, he is, but he's making comments in the in between.
That's my point is. My point is that that's what I'm talking about. He's not asking these questions like you're saying. He asks a question that the common man asks. No, he's asking a question that's written on the card. His natural response to those questions is his natural response,
and
which
then
is
he
why
has follow-up questions that you can tell are his.
Which is why that interview went left at the beginning,
right? Because
then he's off script now, my nigga. You off script, because now you saying dumb shit like, well, couldn't it be? And then you arguing with her about her experience with racism. Yeah. Like, you're a black man from the South.
Yeah.
What? How could you challenge this at all? Like, you got too many white people in the room, bro.
Like that,
you got way too many
And
Oh, don't even mention fucking on this podcast. No. I'm cutting the name out. He gets no fucking play because that is the whitest nigga I've ever seen. Like that old tap dancing ass nigga. I'm cool on him, man. I used to like him, and as an actor, you know, played football. Again, I'm cutting the name out, so yeah, just put it together. But yeah, nah, fuck that nigga, man. I don't even want to talk about him. He's a bitch. But Shannon Sharpe, I believe he has created a platform. Well, let me take a few steps back. Cat Williams has created a platform for Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah.
In which people can come and, you know, get their shit off. You know, and I like that about it. I like that, you know, these people can come, but I think he did himself a disservice by
talking. If he would just
shut the fuck up, Shannon.
If he would just be quiet,
just say hello,
because that's essentially what he did on the Cat Williams interview. He really didn't say much. Cat Williams just kind of like.
No, he said some stuff. Some stuff, but he did not. So
he didn't contribute anything significant. Which I think worked in that scenario. It worked.
Well, that's because at that time his head wasn't blown up. He didn't have the numbers that he had after that interview. So yeah, that's why I don't want to believe that it was. That's why I don't want to take it to the gender wars. But it very well may have been that, you know, that's a woman. So you think you can just fucking, you know, just talk over her, argue with her, be combative because, you know, she's an inferior being and whatever. All of those things could be true. I hope that's not the case. But yeah, in the Cat Williams interview, he commented, he asked questions, you know, but he kind of just like let them go. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, Cat, why? Well, you know, and he was like almost, you know, accommodating to the question and to the answers and everything. And I don't think he did that in this interview. I think in this interview, I think he took a step back and I hope he looks at this interview and corrects that because regardless of this woman's reputation in Hollywood, you know, the interview, which is what she kept trying to tell him, is that like, yo, this is my interview, my experience. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my nigga, just shut up and just do the interview. Just let me get my shit off. Like that ain't that like I thought that like I think that's why she went there. It's like, yo, nigga, I thought I came to get my shit off. Like, and then now I'm trying to get my shit off, and you like giving me shit about getting my shit off.
Yeah, and that was the unfortunate part. And she was right. Like, even it's like people may feel a certain way that she responded how she responded, but I feel like she was 100% justified in her response. Like, I don't think she was rude or disrespectful or anything. I think she conducted herself very professionally, and just kind of stood up for herself.
She did.
But was never like out of pocket at any point. Not that I saw.
No, she's very intelligent. She's very intelligent, and she showed that on the pod. She showed restraint. You know, I saw at one point she kind of shut down.
She checked out, yeah.
You know, and understandably so. You know, I get like, yo, I'm here to do I'm not going to sit here and just go back and forth and argue with you. Like, if that's what you insist on contradicting, you know, my experience, then I'm going to let you go. You know what I'm saying? And then when you done doing that, we can move on. We don't have to stay here.
And she did it. As soon as he changed the subject, she popped right back in.
I think that was a master class on how to be interviewed. She did her shit, and personally, I don't know her. I don't know what's going on in Hollywood, and I don't know why, you know, everything is happening the way she says it's happening. You know, it's her side of the story. You know, of course, there's always your side, my side, and the truth.
But that is how those industry parties be. Like, it's easy to get kicked out.
Never been to one.
I've been kicked out myself. I mean, we were able to stay, but on somebody else's behalf.
Tell me why.
But
please tell my audience.
No, I think I probably already told the story, but yeah.
You told the story on the pod?
I don't know. But yeah, we were at some industry party, some young rapper.
Who's the young rapper?
Fizbo. I want to say it was Young Berg.
Oh, somebody sucked some dick there.
Yeah.
It was Berg. If it was Berg's party, I saw what was that shit? Hip hop something kids or live, whatever the fuck that shit. He was fucking the most horrendous looking woman. I don't but
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Somebody in the in the group I was with did have to perform a service.
Oh.
But they almost got kicked out on my behalf because I wasn't. So they're like, if you ain't doing X, Y, and Z, you gotta get the out. And I was like, okay. So I was on my way out, and they were like, no, because she, I guess, really wanted to stay.
You're like, I'll suck that dick.
And so she did what she had to do.
Mm.
But yeah, and that wasn't the first party I've been kicked out of places. I feel like that maybe that's why I understand Amanda, because I don't be doing nothing, but I'm not going to just do whatever you want me to do.
Yeah.
So, and especially back then, like, I was very reserved. So like I'm here to enjoy, and I'm going to speak my mind, and people did not like that either, that I would speak my mind. So I've been, as nice as I feel like I am, I've been kicked out of a few parties. I've been told I have to go. But luckily the people I'm with end up vouching for me, and I don't really have to go. But, you know, they don't want me there.
They usually just don't let me in. And then once they let me in, they just like, damn, we should have let you in a long time ago. Like, my nigga, you are fine.
Opposite effect. They let me in, but then they just want me to go immediately.
Yeah,
you, they won't let in, but once you're there, they like you.
Yeah, once they let me in, they be like, oh shit, like we should have let you in earlier.
No, I'm not. I guess I'm not that likable.
Well, you ain't sucking no dick.
Well, yeah, that's.
But I guess neither am I.
Yeah, but they like hanging out with you. Maybe if I had a more fun personality, then they'd be like, oh, she's cool, whatever. But I don't. And I'm very quiet. I'm very reserved. I'm an introvert. So, yeah, I'm not that exciting to talk to. And then I'm too honest. And then I'm also not providing any services. So it goes downhill real fast. So, young 20s, different body, but...
Yeah, but you know, every week we all can't be. No. You know what I mean? We all can't be, super.
They wouldn't let me into a club one time.
Sure. Why?
Same, because they didn't think I was cute enough.
Oh.
I was with a bunch of white girls, and they were about to like let us all in for free. But then they were like, "Oh, well, she can't come in."
Really? Mm-hmm. Just you? Mm-hmm. In the group?
Yep.
Y'all can come in because y'all white.
All the blonde, skinny white girls could go, but I couldn't go.
Were you skinny and black?
I was still, I was in college, so I was still skinny, yeah.
What?
And I dressed very similar to how they were dressed, but they...
You were in Birmingham, Alabama?
No, we were in downtown LA.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
They didn't think I was cute enough, so they weren't letting me in.
Where were you at, Saddle Ranch?
They weren't letting me in. Well, they weren't letting me in for free. They were going to let them all in for free, but I had to pay.
Did they say why?
No, they didn't say why. So
I don't believe this.
Why would I embarrass myself and tell the story if it wasn't true? 100% true.
Wow. I have never heard that kind of I don't think you ever told me that story.
Yeah. I was with,
I know
the girls you met me with, I was with them.
But one of them ain't even, two of them, I only know two of them, they not even that cute. They're not even that cute.
Look.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Was it a white club?
There was a lot of white people there.
White club.
But there was, or I don't know, I don't even remember anymore. But I want to say there was, it was downtown, so I'm assuming there was some black people in there, but
well, then
they wasn't letting me in for free.
Was it a black guy at the door?
Oh, I don't remember that detail. But I remember one of the girls going up there and like talking to him, like working something out, and then I was able to come in. But
she probably went up to that nigga and was like, yo, check this out, bro. I'm a lawyer.
No, but she was just what she did was she was like, look at how many girls you're gonna get all these pretty girls to come in, like, because if you don't let us all in, we're gonna go somewhere else. And it was a big group of us. It was like all the
How many of you guys were there?
I want to say like 8 or 9 because it was like our cohort.
And they didn't want to let one ugly one in?
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm just saying. You the one who said it. I'm just speaking based on. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just
no, but that's what happened. I don't know, like if it was
dealing with facts here.
I don't know if it was just me because like 2 or 3 of them went up first. I was right behind them, and then there were still some girls behind me, like because we kind of staggered in us getting to the door. So
were there any fat girls back there behind you?
There was a couple of girls that were bigger than me at the time. Yeah.
Oh, see, that wasn't you. They were just that. It wasn't you. They just had to stop at you, so they couldn't. So they didn't say that it was the fat girls. They had to stop somewhere. They had to stop somewhere. No.
Well,
we ain't letting them fat bitches in.
I don't remember all the details very clearly because maybe
you can't have a bunch of fat black bitches in here.
But to my recollection, I think it had to do. I think it was me specifically.
Yeah, more than like, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up, kid.
But yeah, no, I've been not welcomed in a lot of spaces. Unfortunate.
Well, so have I. But it's usually at the door.
But not because of your attractiveness.
No. They know I'm ugly when I show up, my nigga.
Or your willingness to suck on some pussy is not.
No, but
gotten you kicked out of parties.
No, but if that was the, you know what I mean? If that's the only way I can stay, how do you
be
want
like
it?
me? Like, okay, going to the car.
No. How do you want it?
Oh, you would do it.
Can I use Dental Dam? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask. You never know how those pussies smell. It would be awesome if you could just know.
There's no way that you're gonna lick on some random pussy just to stay at a party.
Depends on the party.
You are not gonna do
I'm
it.
staying.
I already know you.
I'm staying. If Beyonce gonna do a walkthrough, you know, and I don't.
You don't even like Beyonce that much.
I don't, but it's just like a staple. I don't even know a woman that would make me want to. Oh, no, not her either. If somebody that I really liked was gonna be there and doing a walkthrough, and I could possibly like get some really good vag out of the situation, yeah, yeah. Bon appetit.
You know what we should do?
What's up?
I'm gonna show some pictures of me from that time period, just so people could see.
I'll put them on the pod.
Was I really an ugly duckling and I didn't even know?
What about this one? What about this picture? How did you look in this one? That's weird, man. I can't believe that shit, especially in LA of all places.
Yeah,
that happening to somebody in LA of all places.
That was the same night that I told you about.
In the 2000s?
Were what? I graduated in 2000.
Had to be in the 2000s, buddy.
Well, yeah. We're still in it. Well, yeah, it was 2010.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
it had
11.
to be in the 2000s. Yeah. And I can't believe that was still happening in LA in the 2000s, kiddo. That's hard for me to believe, but I don't think you'd lie.
Well, I remember how it felt. Yeah. Yeah. But I was like, dang.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
This drink is really good. The drink is really fucking good.
It is really good.
Yeah. So anyway, I forgot to give you the history on the Malibu rum. So Malibu rum was actually discovered by 3 gentlemen who but actually Malibu rum was not always called Malibu rum.
What was it called?
So it was actually called Coco Rico.
I thought you were going to say rum.
No, it was called Coco Rico. It basically was discovered by 3 gentlemen in 1978. Peter Fleck, Tom Jago, and James Espy. So they had tasted this thing, they tasted this drink and decided to basically change the name to Malibu rum, which they did in the 80s, like 1980. But it was discovered in 1978. And all these gentlemen obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but they obviously work for spirit companies and shit like that. They were selling spirits. And there you have it. So they started launching it in South Africa.
Question.
Yeah.
Now, when you're on vacation, do you like to drink drinks with rum in it? Like if you're at a tropical place, like do you feel inclined?
I don't feel inclined to drink tropical drinks. Now when I was in Hawaii, yeah, I went ahead and had a Mai Tai, but them shits was good. Honestly, them shits was good.
And I've never been to Hawaii. I still want to go.
And I had it at that restaurant that was in that movie. I don't know what the movie is. I forgot. Divergent or some weird shit. I forget the name of it. Degenerate. I forget. But I did have it at that little restaurant, and then I started just having Mai Tais pretty much while I was there. But them shits was good though, and I don't really fuck with a Mai Tai, but they make them really good on the island of Kauai.
What's the next tropical place that you want to visit that you've never been to?
The next tropical place Bora Bora. I would like to go to Bora Bora, and I want to stay in one of them huts that's on the water with the see-through floor. Bow.
Me too.
Bow.
I also want to do the very same thing.
Yeah,
we should go.
So what I want to do is whoever I'm with, I want to go to sleep, and then when they wake up and they start like looking for me, I want them to walk past that floor, and then I'm just gonna be like face up, just like looking like I'm dead.
You have to be there a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there a while.
You're gonna be like a little raisin.
Yeah. I'm gonna be ready.
That's gonna be scary.
Yeah, I hope so. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun and funny. So that's what I want to do. Anyway, I think that's all I had for the pot. Oh, what about the whole Drake Kendrick Lamar thing? Do you want to talk about that or not?
Sure, we can talk about it.
Not much to say.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't have a lot to say about it, but I know you like one of the songs in particular quite a bit. I know that
the world likes this song. Only person don't like this song
Drake.
is Drake. And honestly, I think he be banging it. Like, I think he
what's
be
the name
banging
of the song again?
Not like us.
It's a good song. It's got a good beat to it. I know that recently Drake's bodyguard got, shot. And I think still in the hospital.
Yeah, he's
I hope
still fighting for his life.
I hope for that sake that they wrap it up, if that's one of the reasons why. But people are going to act stupid no matter what, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But
yeah, they definitely need to wrap up the beef, man. They definitely need to wrap that up because we've had enough of the hey, we're gonna kill each other kind of we've had enough of that. We've
already learned our lesson.
We don't need any more of that.
Yeah.
Tupac and Biggie made that very clear that that's just not the way to do it. I mean, a rap beef's a rap beef. Go ahead and have it, but let it end there. And I don't think that I don't believe Kendrick Lamar had anybody go over there and shoot up Drake's crib. I don't know Kendrick Lamar. I've never met Kendrick Lamar. At least I don't think I've ever met Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to say that I don't think I've ever met him. I probably have. I don't know. But in my neighborhood, one of my little homeboys, that was his friend, and they used to hang out a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I possibly could have met him. I don't know. That they're friends, and they used to be in the neighborhood. So I don't know, but I've never met him as Kendrick Lamar as we know him today. Mm-hmm. So. But I don't believe that he wasn't a gangster because if he was a gangster when he was there, then I would know him for sure. He wasn't. So he's not a gangster now, I don't believe. And if he is a gangster now, then that's a weird way to take your career, fam. So I don't believe he had anybody shoot up Drake's crib. I believe it's one of these dumbass niggas who took the beef way too seriously. Like, yo, why do you believe that now it's your responsibility to go over there and do anything?
I feel like that's a very strange response.
We have some really strange people in this fucking world right now. But so that's the thing with that. And wow. Just wow, man. Just wow.
Yeah.
Just wow. Hopefully they piece it up and call it a day. They used to be friends. So hopefully they piece it up. It's really the beef is really about nothing. There were some things said that you just can't come back from. So, yeah. I mean, but in the spirit of just being like, yo, it was just a rap battle. I think that just needs to be said. I don't think that one thing should happen back and forth. We don't need the whole Tupac and Biggie all over again. Nobody wants to see that.
No.
Nobody is like eager to see either one of these gentlemen hurt. So, let's keep it music. But I am going to play a little bit of this track if YouTube allows it. But the song rocks, man. The song definitely rocks, man. It's a really good song, buddy.
On the walk, yeah, it's all eyes on me, and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the wrong label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music, and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie, he a 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back.
That's my favorite part of the whole song, baby. Yeah, that shit fire right there, man. That shit fire right there. They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us.
Yeah, that shit bang right there, man. That shit bang, bang, bang right there, man. That shit bang, bang, bang.
It's a nice song.
Bang, bang, bang. So, yeah, no, it's a really good song. It's dare I say, yo, that's probably the best song that I've heard in a very long time. Mm-hmm. Like all the way back to Tupac's Troublesome, which is my favorite song of all time. But that song is legit, perfectly made all the way through. From beginning, and those lyrics are sick.
You all right?
I'm dying. I'm choked up. So anyway, it was a good pod today. I think we should get the fuck out of here, man, because I want to go shoot pool. I want to go get some weird food. You know, I'm off work tomorrow, so this is Sunday is like one of my days where I just love Sunday. I love Sunday and Monday because and that's not going to last long, but I like Sunday because it's like the last day for everybody else. Mm-hmm. But it's not for me. And I can still
you just sleep all day on Monday anyway.
That's why I love Monday so much.
Ah, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like Garfield in reverse. Fuck Garfield. That nigga don't know nothing about Mondays, nigga. Nigga, Mondays go, nigga. What are you talking about?
I know they got a new Garfield movie coming out, right?
Nobody's gonna go see that. So yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, man. It was good podding with you today.
Yeah, I like your shoes and your hat. I like the whole.
You like my
vibe.
shoes?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing socks. Yeah, I like those
I'm not
too.
wearing socks either.
Yeah, I like that. Look at them sausages. I see them. Go ahead. What?
Again, you could build me up.
I'm sorry. I can't joke with anybody. See how you can't joke with people?
Dang.
See how you can't joke with people?
Always got something negative to say.
I sent today is Mother's Day. I sent my brother a text message this morning.
Oh,
gosh. I said, what? It was the best text message I've ever sent anyone ever in life. I was like, yo, you are killing it. Because my brother takes care of a lot of people. He does. Uh-huh. So I was like, yo, you over there killing it with your mom skills. Enjoy your day, bitch. He thought it was funny. He thought it was funny.
I'm sure he did.
He did. He sent me a laughing face emoji.
And
thought it was funny.
What else did he send you?
Since you asking, and he also sent me a message saying, hey, you gonna make some time for your boy when you come to Vegas? And I was like, absolutely, nigga. Of course, that's my guy. That's my guy. He sent me some middle fingers, but those were those were just like with love. Yeah, okay. Those were just with love, man. But yeah, no, that's my dude. And I was gonna send it to my older brother too, but I just didn't. Yeah, well,
that would have been weird.
Why?
That would have been weird.
Why? I might still send it. The day's not over.
I don't see him responding the same.
He gonna laugh, man. He gonna laugh. He gonna laugh. He gonna be like, real? You know what I'm saying? That's all he gonna say. Real? That's all the nigga gonna say. But he cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? My family ain't all high power like that. Like, my father's side of the family is not all like super serious like that. But my mother's side of the family, you send that to one of them niggas, man, you go find yourself in church, at the pool pit, drinking cranberry and crackers, nigga, repenting and shit. Yeah, nah, them niggas is way too uptight over there. Most of them, not all of them. But so yeah. So anyway, man, it was good podding with you. Next week we're gonna come with another new drink. I was gonna bust shoes that matched the beverage this week, but because of the fucking hairline situation, and I can't shave until like closer to Tuesday when I gotta go back to work.
Right.
Because I don't want to have to like double shave. So I had to wear this color because I don't have a all black hat. My punk ass. So anyway, I don't wear hats. So good pod. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. I enjoyed this one. You enjoyed this one?
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have to cut out as much as I thought I was, but yeah, this is nice. Yeah,
Well, thank you.
absolutely. Good work today, bub. Good work. Let's do this again next week, huh?
All right.
All right, we'll see y'all later, man. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Yep.